नमस्सर्वेभ्यः कक्ष्यायां स्वागतम्। प्रार्थनया प्रारम्भं कुर्मः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हरि ओं तत्सत्। ह्यस्तन सायङ्कालीनकक्ष्यायाम् अस्माभिः समासविषये बहुव्रीहि समासस्य परिचयः, तस्मिन् केचन विधीनां समानाधिकरण व्यधिकरण एवं किञ्चित् सह पूर्वपद एवं किञ्चित् ज्ञातम् इतोपि सन्ति, परन्तु पर्याप्तम् एतावत् पर्यन्तं यथा अस्माभिः किञ्चित् ज्ञात्वा अग्रे सरणीयः इति एवं संक्षिप्तेन उक्तमस्ति संस्कृतभारत्या। अद्य विशेषविषयाः इत्यस्मिन् अस्माभिः एतावत्पर्यन्तं केचन तद्धितान्तानां ज्ञानं प्राप्तं। तत्र इदानीं सन्प्रत्ययस्य पाठः भविष्यति। तु तद्धितं किं, कृदन्तं किं, सन्नन्तं किम्, एतत् सर्वम् एकवारं पाठितमासीत्, परन्तु पुनरावर्तनं किञ्चित् मुखेन करिष्यामि। यद्यपि चित्रणं तत्र न स्थापितमस्ति, वयं जानीमः यत् संस्कृतवाङ्मये सर्वं धातुजं, धातुना एव क्रियापदानि सिद्ध्यन्ति। तत्र तिङन्तैः संयोजनेन क्रियापदानां सिद्धिः तत्र दशलकाराः भवन्ति। वचनवैखरी अपि च पुरुषवैखरी, यथा प्रथम मध्यम उत्तम इति, अपि च एक द्वि अपि बहु इति वचनत्रयं। दशलकाराः, वेदलकारमपि स्वीकृत्य एकादश इत्यपि वक्तुं शक्नुमः, यद्यपि वयं बहु न जानीमः लेट्लकारस्य विषये। तत्तु तिङन्तम् इति क्रियापदस्य सिद्धिः धातुना भवति, परन्तु ते एव धातवः ये 2सहस्राधिकाः सन्ति, तेन साकम् एकसहस्राधिककृदन्तानां योजनमपि शक्यते। केचन कृदन्तानां योजनेन अव्ययपदानि, केचनानां योजनेन नामपदानि, एवं सिद्धिः। क्त्वान्तं, ल्यबन्तं, तुमुनन्तं, क्तान्तम् एवं बहूनि सन्ति कृदन्तानि। तु किं भवति, धातुना नामपदानां जननमपि भवति। यथा रामः इत्यस्य एव राम इति प्रातिपदिकस्य रं धातोः घञ् प्रत्ययेन साकं राम इति सिद्ध्यति। पुनः तत्र सुबन्तानां योजनेन, यथा रामः, रामौ, रामाः इत्यादि रूपाः सप्तविभक्तिषु 3 लिङ्गेषु च, अपि च तत्र लिङ्गवैविध्यमपि पृथक् पृथक् भविष्यति। पुल्लिङ्गे, स्त्रीलिङ्गे, नपुंसके इति रूपभेदाः सन्ति तत्रापि। केवलकृदन्तयोजनेन एव, धातुना कृदन्तयोजनेन एव नामपदानि प्रातिपदिकानि सिद्ध्यन्ति इति नास्ति। प्रातिपदिकम् इत्युक्ते सुबन्तं न योजितं यद् भागमस्ति, प्रकृतिभागं नामपदस्य, तत् प्रातिपदिकम् इति कथ्यते। यथा धातुः इति प्रकृतिभागः क्रियापदस्य, प्रातिपदिकम् इति नामपदस्य। तु किं भवति, तत्र निपाताः अपि च स्थापिताः इति एवमेव नामपदानि अपि भवितुम् अर्हन्ति। संस्कृतवाङ्मये पुरातनकाले तेषां सूचना डित्त डवित्त इति आसीत्, डित्त डवित्तादीनाम् इति। एवमेव यस्य कस्यापि नाम डित्त इति अस्ति चेत् तस्य तत्र व्युत्पत्तिः किमपि नास्ति। डित्त इत्युक्ते किमपि न भवति, अर्थसहितं प्रायः नास्ति, परन्तु कस्यचित् पुरुषस्य वा नामः स्यात्। डित्ता इति कस्याचित् महिलायाः नाम स्यात्, एवं भवति। पुरातनकाले अपि आसीत्, इदानीमपि कर्तुं शक्नुमः। इदानीं सर्वेषां संस्कृतनामकरणं नास्ति इति तत्र अन्यभाषासु यथा तेषां नामानि सन्ति तानेव स्वीकृत्य इतस्ततः किञ्चित् अन्तक्रियां किञ्चित् परिवर्त्य वा अथवा वर्या एतादृशप्रत्यययोजनेन नूतनप्रातिपदिकं स्थापयामः संस्कृते, ते अपि भवन्ति। पुनः धातुना सन् आदिप्रत्ययानां योजनेन नूतनधातूनां जन्म भवति, एतदपि ज्ञातं। तेषु सन् इति आदिमः, सन् प्रत्ययः इति आदिमः, अन्ये च सन्ति तत्र प्रायः 12, परन्तु सर्वे तत्र सनादिप्रत्ययः केवलधातुना न आरप्स्यन्ते, केचन तत्र प्रातिपदिकम् अथवा नामपदं वा स्वीकृत्य धातुजनकाः भवन्ति ते तु न, यथा वसुदेवायति एतादृशरूपाणि, पुत्रकाम्यति, पुत्रीयति, क्यच् काम्यच् एतादृश किञ्चित् दृष्टवन्तः, बहु इति न। तु सन् आदिप्रत्ययानां पठने सन् प्राथमिकः। सन् प्रत्यययोगेन किं भवति धातोः इति ज्ञास्यामः। इदानीं साक्षात् यद् लिखितमस्ति तस्य पठनं करिष्यामः। प्रथमं सः, अत्र विद्युत् शक्ति गता अस्ति, परन्तु पश्यामः, पुनः आगतं, चिन्ता नास्ति। सः भगवद्गीतां पिपठिष्यति, he wants to read the भगवद्गीता। श्रूयते किल? सम्पर्कः सम्यक् अस्ति किल?
आं सर्।
अस्तु अस्तु, कदाचित् किञ्चित् व्यत्ययः भवति, अद्य नास्ति तथा। अस्तु, सः भगवद्गीतां पिपठिष्यति, he wants to read the भगवद्गीता। सः भगवद्गीतां पठति इति लट्लकारयोगे पट् धातोः, पिपठिष्यति इत्यत्रापि लट्लकारः, परन्तु तत्र केवल पठति इति अर्थः न आयाति। पठितुम् इच्छति इति वक्तुं पिपठिष्यति इति, अर्थात् यत् वयं सः भगवद्गीतां पठितुम् इच्छति इति लेखनीयः भवति सामान्य लट्लकारयोगे, अपि च कृदन्तयोगेन, पठितुम् इति तुमनन्तस्य योगेन तद् नावश्यकं। पिपठिष्यति इति एकमेव पदं स्थापयित्वा इतोपि रमणीयरीत्या स्थापितुं शक्नुमः। This is a technique. We can do also without it, but it will become longer and little bit lame type of representation. सः भगवद्गीतां पिपठिष्यति, पठितुम् इच्छति इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे। अयं नगरं जिगमिष्यति, अयम् इत्युक्ते एषः पुरुषः इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे, एषः नगरं जिगमिष्यति, अयं नगरं गच्छति, अयं नगरं जिगमिष्यति। गम् धातुः तत्र अन्तर्भागे अस्ति किल, गम् ईशति इति स्थापितम्, अत्रापि ईशति इति, परन्तु तत्पूर्वं तत्र पकारः पि इति, जकारः जि इति अपि च अधिकं स्थापितमस्ति। तु सन् प्रत्यययोगेन न केवलं रूपभेदः प्रत्ययभागे अथवा परस्मिन् भागेन पूर्वभागे अपि किञ्चित् योजनं भवति। So there are various additions, both prefix as prefix and postfix. Okay, so ayam nagaram jigamishati, gantum ichchati, tadvateva. The phrases wants to read and likes to go can be expressed in Sanskrit by one word as pipatishati or and jigamishati, etc. These words are known as sannanta. Okay, so the English grammar says something about desideratives. You can choose to remember that, or okay, but desire word is there, so maybe you will remember from desires to sense. So desideratives means the way to indicate a desire. Okay, so sannanta. So sannantam padam. If you take sannanta as a visheshana to pada shabda, then sannantam padam, like that. Okay, sannantah dhatuhu iti bhavati tatra. Okay, if you take it as a visheshana to dhatu itself. So, I mean, they have just put the pratipadika for that reason, so that you can, depending on what's the context, you can make it sannantam, sannantaha, etc. Okay, the above examples are verbs. Okay, see what they have done. Sanantasya yogena anantaram punah latlakara roopam sthapitamasti tatra. अति इत्येव अन्ते लट्लकार्य रूप है तावला पठति इत्यस्य स्थाने जिगमिषि इति जिगमिषति इति भवति तत्र. In the sense of desires to do action, sun is affixed to verb roots. Pat plus sun, pipati shati. In fact, they have shown more than just sun. They have also added the tip pratyaya of latlakara. They are not talking about it, so it's actually pat plus sun plus tip bracket lat. Okay. So it's a lot more at play, but that's okay. At this point they don't want us to be disturbed with the modified dhatu. We have already, I think, earlier seen nich, which is another type of sanadi pratyaya. Also we have seen how pat becomes parthi there, but here pat becomes pipatisha. Okay, or maybe pipatish. I think maybe pipatish, because pathati pat, so already halanta pat, so pipatish may be the form here, I feel. Okay, gam plus san jigamishati with tinganta. Not only the verbs but also the participles. So there is nothing preventing us there is nothing blocked for these new derived dhatus, these sananta dhatus. They are not forced to become kriya padas. They can also take kridanta suffixes now and move towards avyayatva, namapadatva, etc. So they are entitled to move forward in that direction before becoming a proper noun with a subanta ending. Okay, or if it's an avyaya, it's dusted right there after the kridanta addition, kritva. So for example, pipatish plus tvanta, maybe it is pipatishitva, something like that. I mean, patitum icham sthapayitva ityasmin arte pipatishitva iti bhavati, compact version. Okay, so we can add the tvanta right there. So you can see how by gluing together this wonderful flowchart which offers us simple pratyayas to take different meanings, a dhatu becomes such a giant in producing words. So that's why we can't even say Sanskrit has so many words. I mean, somebody did some theoretical calculation and came with some number, but it's meaningless to do theoretical calculations, because it's not like you will choose every path out there and some of them look like totally iterative, infinitely you can loop, but that doesn't mean we will loop in real life. So only we can say is we can't conclude. What we do is generally in the Vangmaya, some software can be used for whatever has been digitized to find out what variations are there. But it is meaningless exercise, because we don't consider these new derived words as something which has a new life as such. We actually look at them as a construct of the bricks from which it is made. So in our mind, they remain pat plus sun plus tip, like that. Okay. So we still keep rooting back to the pat part of it, and we learn the sun prakriya, then we learn the ting prakriya, then we learn the subanta prakriyas, etc., and know how to flow to there. So we don't try to now start counting the outputs. We just count the methods. That's more technically accurate way of going about doing it. Like a software engineer, for him algorithm, the software package, the subroutines, those are important, not the input and output aspect of it. Okay, yeah. So not only the verbs but also the participles can be formed with the sun affix. So they have shown a few. Pipatishati, which is the normal kriya pada form, patitum ichati is the verb form that we already saw earlier. But then further you see pipatisha. So patitum icha. So this is the desire to read as a participle. So for example, we can say Ramasya pipatisha asti. Ramaha pipatishati is a simple way of saying. For example, Ramasya pipatisha asti, like that. I mean, Rama has a desire to read. So this thing has been constructed with a particular kridanta. At this point they have not identified etc., because they don't want to complicate. See, that's what Ramasya pipatisha asti is the same as Ramaha pipatishati, nothing different. Okay, so this become a kridanta reference to the thing that exists in him. So he goes to Shashti. So of Rama, the desire to read as a noun, okay, become a desire to read as a noun. So it is, for example, here Pipatishiti desires to read. It's active applicable to Rama. But generically the open, maybe this is a Lyudanta type thing, I don't know. We will see what type of suffix later. If there is that much explanation, I don't think is needed at this level. So Pipatisha asti, the desire itself, including the act of reading embedded in it, is one noun reference now, and it is a Strilinga pada. Okay, you can see it is a Strilinga pada. So Ramasya sa pipatisha asti, like that you can say, you can put sarvanama prefix to even if you desire. Okay, that nature of desire to read exists in him, like that. Ramaha pipatishuhu, here what has happened, that has kept the bhava of the desire to read in itself. It is not pointing to another object. But pipatishuhu form of the pipatish, another type of kridanta, actually points to the person. Pipatishuhu. Ramaha pipatishuhu asti. Rama is a person with the desire to read. Okay. So person with the desire to read is pipatishuhu. Pipatisha is the actual desire to read, and pipatishati is desires, some particular third person singular desires to read, maybe male or female, because that is not affinity to any linga. But pipatisha itself is a strilinga pada, so it doesn't have anything to do with whose pipatisha it is. So Sitayaha pipatisha, Ramasya pipatisha, it retains its strilingatva, but pipatishuhu is in pullinga because it is pointing to Rama. So what form it is in strilinga at this moment I don't want to volunteer. Let's see how much they teach us. Okay. Okay, some rarely used kridanta forms ending in son affixes are not given here. Okay, so what they are trying to say is, look, we are just giving you a light intro. Just take the readings from the examples we have for now. So just get familiar. Okay, it's not like an exhaustive coverage. That's what they are alerting us. Study the examples of the desideratives printed in bold in the following sentences. So adho likitanam sanantanam patanam kurvantu. So written in bold and all, I am trying to translate at this moment. Saha Bhagavad Gitam pipatishati. So now they have introduced a karma pada for the pipatishati. Just like Saha Pustakam patati, Bhagavad Gitam patati, same way Saha Bhagavad Gitam pipatishati. He desires to read Bhagavad Gita, an eternal desire for many of us. Tvam idam karyam chikirshasi kim. Okay, so you, this work, desire to do what? Okay, so do you wish to do this work? Do you want to do this work? Wish or want is embedded in the chikirshasi, and now the antakriya has shifted to madhyama purusha ekavachana because of tvam. Okay, so just like gacchati goes to gacchasi, same way chikirshati goes to chikirshasi in madhyama purusha and chikirshami in uttama purusha. Okay, same, declensions are pretty much similar. Aham Mysuru Nagaram Jigamishuhu Asmi. See, now they shifted to the personified kridanta version. I wish they just told us a little bit in bracket somewhere. I have been lax in not researching and adding those. Earlier I have done it in lessons, but later on I also feel, this all overload. It may just Panditya Pradarshana is not the point here. So maybe I stopped because of that, whatever reason. Okay, Aham Mysuru Nagaram, but I can't tell off my head. I would also need to do some dig up and find out. Okay, so Aham Mysuru Nagaram Jigamishuhu Asmi. So I to Mysore city is the person with the desire to go. Is in the Asmi. Okay, am maybe. Am the person with the desire to go. I am will go. No? So I am the person with the desire to go to Mysore in Royal English. Okay, all right. They have made it even shorter, that's fine. Mumukshavaha sarve adau upanishadaha Gitam Brahmasutrani cha pipati shanti. Mumukshavaha. This is very important word. So moksha, we know. Moksha is to release, to let something go, right? Of course, in the Adhyatmic sense, it means something big, but at a basic verb level, it's to release something from the bondage. Okay, so mumukshati, for example, if we had taken the Tiganta path, mumukshati means desires to give moksha to something. Okay, potentially oneself, depending on the context. Okay, so mumukshati, but mumukshuhu, like pipatishuhu, is also possible. So mumukshuhu, how does it decline? Guruhu, guru, guravaha. So mumukshuhu, mumukshu, mumukshavaha. So this is bahuvachana. So these are all plenty of people who have the desire to release. Now in this case, later on, by reading what they are doing, we know they are desirous of releasing themselves from the bondage of this janma and attain a higher status. That's the moksha. Something we sometimes call this as the eternal status, where you don't need to return to Martya Loka, all those things. Okay, so mumukshavaha sarve adau upanishadaha. Again, this is bahuvachana of Upanishad. Okay, Gitam, Bhagavad Gitam, that is. Okay, so this is also in Dvitiya bahuvachana. Sorry, this is in Dvitiya vibhakti, this is in Dvitiya vibhakti, this is in Dvitiya bahu, this is Dvitiya eka, strilinga. And here Brahma Sutrani is in Apumsakalinga bahuvachana. Okay, cha pipati shanti. So here, because of a plurality of karma is not dictating the bahuvachana, this is a kartari prayoga. So mumukshavaha pipati shanti. So the beauty here in this sentence is this mumukshavaha, which is a personified version of a sananta, identifies the great people who are desirous of taking moksha path, and also the kriya pada takes the sananta. They are in the desire for moksha, they are desiring to read. What all they are desiring to read? This bahuvachana is for mumukshavaha. These two are the kartari prayoga. No? So here it happens that the karma padas are also in multiplicity here. Okay, and additional sarve to indicate everybody who are mumukshus, and then adau means in the beginning. I mean, later on they have to take Ashtadhyayi pata also, like we are trying to do, but in the beginning they have the easy act of going through Vyakyanas and study this, studying the source, and maybe from many Upanishads and definitely from lot of Gita verses we can make out. But Brahma Sutra is like, oh my God, I mean, that's same as very, it's actually Sutra Pata, just like Panini Sutra Pata. They are like very compact diamonds that we need people to explore for us and explain a little bit. Okay, so yeah, those desirous of salvation. Okay, that's the Christian word. Whatever it means in their religion, we have adapted it for here for our needs. Want to read the Upanishads, Gita and Brahma Sutras to start with. So, all has been missed. Technically, survey is there, so all those should be added there. Okay, we should be very careful when translating, not to lose. Alasoyam sada sushupsati uttitaschet bhubukshate. So there are actually two sentences here. Alasaha ayam, the lazy fellow here, sada, sarvada, all the time, sushupsati, desires to sleep. Uttitaha chet, if he is awake, bubukshate. Okay, he desires to eat. So actually two sentences, because two things are there. So alasahayam sada sushupsati apicha, connector you can say, uttitaha chet, artat punaha alasahayam you can add, uttitaha chet bubukshate, like that. Doesn't make it one sentence. It's actually, we look at it as to a pair of sentences with a apicha type of mental extension there. This lazy person wants to sleep always, and you see in English we also have to use that right there. When awake, wants to eat, desires to eat, wants, desires, both are similar. Wants is a better translation in English. Aham upahara mandiram jigamishuhu kshiram pipasuhu cha. See, this cha has been added here. Okay, aham upahara mandiram jigamishuhu. I desirous of going to the upahara mandira, and also desirous of drinking milk. Okay, so it does mean that probably in the upahara mandira I would like to desire milk, so I wouldn't want to do that today in Bengaluru. I don't know what you will get for milk, but yeah, I am desirous of going to the restaurant and desirous of drinking milk. Okay, good introduction. So we have few more, so let's go through more examples little more quickly now. So ichartakaha sanpratyayah, ichartakaha sanpratyayah anuvartate pathanam. Saha bahubhyam eva nadim titirshati. He desires to cross the river, which means swim across also, obviously. Bahubhyam is with his hands alone, arms alone, that is by swimming, not by boat and things like that. Technically though, even if you take a boat and if you are alone, you still need to do the bahukriya if it's not a motorboat. So yeah, but here it's meant as swimming. Okay. So titirshati, taritum, icchati. Tartum or taritum, one of the forms, icchati. Okay. Vijnanasya jignasa bahunam asti. Stop. Kintu, connector. Dharmasya jignasa keshanchid eva asti. So the desire to know science is there of many, in many sense. Okay, English you have to say in many, or just go with many have desire like that. Kintu, but dharmasya jignasa, the desire to know dharma, keshanchid eva asti. Chit prayoga, of some. So of a few is the sense we get finally. Okay, so keshanchit maybe simply means of some, technically at a low level, but if you want to go into the sentence level there, and we have to put a few as the correct translation. So keshanchid eva asti. As you know, chit chana prayoga, the chit and chana are the ending, true ending. So we put the vibhakti pratyaya before the chit and chana and then do the chit chana addition. So that's why keshan. Okay, so that has come. Kesham has gone into keshang due to various series of sandhis. Okay.
Sir, here jignasa is which ling?
That is actually krudanta. You remember here we read pipatisha.
Yes, sir.
The same form, jignasa. Instead of sha, it has remained as a sa type of sound. Here for some reason it is a sha.
There we inferred that pipatisha was striling because
yeah, correct.
So here
is a strilinga pada, continues to be a strilinga pada. That's why asti is applying to jignasa. But asti is a linga invariant form, right? So yeah.
Will this also have pulling and napunsakling form, sir?
It will have. What those forms are, I don't know. But some of them, for example, native linga is there for that kind of krudanta. So you cannot, many krudantas have visheshana style output. So where they will take strilinga, pullinga, etc. But this particular type of krudanta that has been applied to generate jignasa may be generating a feminine output. Okay, but there may be another similar meaning krudanta available which can generate in a different linga in a similar sense, like jignasatvam, something like that, which is a napumsaka, right? See, we have seen earlier, we have kind of used this maybe jignasatvam may be there with that kind of pratyaya. Okay, but it is not napumsaka of jignasa. Jignasa is a fixed feminine word. Okay?
Okay,
It's a different Kridanta which takes us through that path.
Okay, sir.
Adhyayananantaram. Okay, in Samskrita there is no nantara shabda, anantara shabda. So that's why the akara has to extract. Adhyayana hyphen anantaram. So there is a varna dirgha. But adhyayanasya anantaram. Shashti tat purusha is there. Adhyayanasya anantaram or adhyayananantaram. Na. 3 times. Adhyayananantaram nyayavadi bubhukshuhu asmi. Ayo, bubushuhu. Something is wrong there. Okay. Asmi. After my studies, I am desirous of becoming an advocate. Bubukshuhu asmi. This one is a typo error because this one doesn't have any purusha, uttama, madhyama type of variant. So bubukshuhu only will be there, which we had seen earlier. Bubukshate. So bubukshuhu we can imagine. So bubushuhu is there. So I don't know.
Mahodaya.
It is derived from bhav dhatu, bhavati.
Bhavatim ichati.
Bhavitum. Oh, becoming. Okay, bhudatu. So it's not bubuksha. Okay. Oh, okay. It's nothing about eating. So I also don't know where I was going. I'm sorry. Yeah. So bhudatu going to bubhushuhu with that kind of kridanta pratyaya. Okay. Similar to mumukshuhu, similar to pipatishuhu, but here it is bhudatu bubhushuhu. Yes, strange word. Bubhushuhu. Okay. So adhyayananantaram nyayavadi bubhushuhu asmi. So this is a pullinga fellow is clear. So nyayavadi, otherwise it would have become nyayavadini or something like that. Ini pratyaya would have taken for a stri. So if a stri is saying this, she has to say adhyayananantaram nyayavadini bubusha asmi, something like that. Maybe bubusha, we have to check what is the stri form. Because it's personified, it will have all 3 lingas. So how the declensions are is something we have to study. Okay. Mamapi asmin vishaye kinchit vivaksha asti. This is similar to jignasa. So this one. Okay. So mamapi asmin vishaye kinchit vivaksha asti. So I too have a desire to say something in this matter. Okay. So vaktum icha vivaksha. So vad dhatu. Okay. Vadati is the normal form. Vivakshati is the sananta form. Quite a different transformation there. So that with the kridanta, whatever type of kridanta we are seeing, which is generating this bhava pradhana and strilinga namapada, vivaksha is generated. So mama api, of me also, asmin vishaye, in this subject, kinchit, a little bit, vivaksha, desire to know, desire to say, asti is there. Okay. So that's what desire to say. I too have a desire to say something in this matter. Okay. Similar to saying vaktum icha asti. Bold words in the above sentences are examples of desideratives, sanantas. They are dissolved as follows. So now they have kind of their vigrahavakya kathana is there for kridantas, is there for sanantas, is there for samasa. We have seen is a very, very technically variant type of vigrahavakya kathana for different types of samasa. It's a kind of a prototype that we follow, right? So it's here it's more straightforward. There is no yes, yasaha, yayasa, those technical difficulties, no scha and all those things. So it's straightforward. Pipatishati, patitum, ichchati. So basically we go back to our tumnanta with the ichchati form. Okay. So of course ichchati, if you want to pluralize, for example, if it is personified, jigamishuhu, gantum ichuhu, this also gets personified. Okay. With the same pratyaya, except this is not in the san sense. This is in the direct dhatu sense. It has gone to the same pratyaya. Okay. So chikirshati kartum ichchati, desires to do desires. That's a slight order change. Jigamishuhu gantum ichuhu. So you see the technique. Ichuhu. So mumukshavaha moktum. See, tumunanta for much dhatu. Moktum ichavaha. So bahuvachana. So Ichuhu, Ichavaha. Ichuhu, Ichu, Ichavaha. Okay. So the bubushuhu, I have to memorize that one new word. Okay. Pipatishanti, patitum, ichanti. Pipatishanti, patitum, ichanti. I don't know why they didn't put a new number for that. There are two there. Okay. For whatever reason, we will study that one. Okay. Sushupsati. Oh, this is matching the sentence. Sorry, sir. Now I understand. So that fourth sentence had two. Correct? Yeah, that's why. Fifth sentence also had two about the alasa purusha. So sushupsati swaptum ichchati. Okay. So swapna actually is, though we call it as dream, the dhatu is about sleeping. Swaptum ichchati. Okay. Bubukshate, see atmane. Bhoktum ichchati. So there bubukshate was used. Yeah. So looks like for now the bhunkte, maybe it is an atmanepadi dhatu and the sananta also retains the atmanepaditva. It seems like that. But I have generally seen sananta dhatus are kind of ubayapadis. So but anyway, it looks like maybe the vivaksha of the writer is to stick to the atmanepaditva of bhunkte. Okay. Okay. Bubukshate bhoktum ichchati. Jigamishuhu gantum ichuhu. So again ichuhu has come back as ekavachana. Pipasuhu patum ichuhu. Okay. Titirshati, that's river crossing. Taritum, tartum no, taritum. Here only it is there. Taritum ichchati. Jignyasa gnatum icha. See here how the variation. So what we have to learn, when that is a tinganta, use ichchati. Okay, and whatever particular declension is there, similar one you use, or you use in pratama and do the vibhakti translation, that's also okay. Okay, or you can directly do both if you know. Okay, same copycat there, ichchati, but here it's the personified pullinga version. So gantum ichuhu is used, plural of that ichava is used. Here plurality of kriyapada only, pipati shanti, so patitum icchanti, this is also clear. So and now the new prototype we are seeing here is icha version. Okay, jnatum icha. So what we have learned, this bhava pradhana kridanta version in feminine we have learned, which is icha version. We have seen the ichuhu version, which is a masculine personified kridanta applied on the, of course ichuhu is not a sananta, but the pipasuhu is a sananta matching that kind of pratyaya. And then ichati is there very much, ichanti, ichati. Ichuhu goes to ichavaha. Icha goes to ichaha, something like that. Icha, iche, ichaha, like that. Okay. Jignasaha, ichaha. Mama bahvi jignasaha santi, something like that. Bhagini.
Yeah, the 10th one, vivaksha, is vach plus san. Vach dhatu.
Oh, it is not from vad, you mean?
No,
okay,
no,
vach plus
dhatu,
san. Okay. Can you, if you are in ashtadhyayi.com, can you check the sanadi section for vad dhatu, how that looks? Please.
Vad dhatu.
Vad.
Yeah.
Go to Sananta table and see the first top left.
Yes.
Vivadishati.
Vivadishati. Okay, very
yes.
good. Thanks, Bhagini.
Yes.
So vad goes to Vivadishati and vach, which is very close in the application, Vivaksha. Okay, vach dhatu, something to remember. Okay.
Do both of them mean almost the same?
Almost the same, yeah. But maybe there is a vector difference between them. We have slowly lost them because we are not using it in their original sense sometimes. Yeah, somebody else has a question?
Yes, sir. I was saying that maybe all the vakshayami, pravakshayami, all that.
All the vach dhatu looks like, yeah.
Vach.
Pravakshyami,
Sir,
yeah.
And another thing I wanted to add, sir, this mumukshu, it also goes to mumukshutvam, because
mumukshutvam. So with another addition, okay.
Right, in sadhana this Viveka Chudamani, Shankara's Shankaracharya third verse, he says that out of the, the four qualities required for person to pursue Advaita philosophy. So that is sadhana chatushtayam.
Sadhana
That
chatushtayam.
mumukshutvam is the one of the
important ones.
qualities.
Adhikara is one and mumukshatvam.
Yes, sir.
Adhikara being the qualification. Anybody cannot walk into a Veda class and things like that. Okay. All right. Thank you for this Viveka. Very nice. Okay. So that's so with about a dozen examples, 10 plus, and earlier they explained a few, but full sentence examples, it becomes a little more colorful and challenges us. Like for example, see here we learn things new. This bhu dhatu version, vach instead of vad, and vivadishati being the vad dhatu is going like pipatishati more. Okay, nice. And also there is some engineering. See, bhakara, alpaprana bakara, vakara, vakara. Okay, and jna dhatu has jakara in the beginning, so jakara, ji. Okay, tarati, something like that is the latlakara version. Okay, and that has gone to tata, I mean tita, titirsha, like that. Okay, so there is some technology in that prefix that is added to match the, basically there is, which we call this as abhyasa. In Samskrita grammar they call this as abhyasa, dvitva, something, various terms they use. So when they do the abhyasa, it is not going to be some random thing. There are rules saying, for this you use this, like that. Okay, so it's set up like that. But it is not, for example, kikirshati, it is chikirshati for chakara. Chakara came for kakara. Gakara also got jakara instead of gigamishuhu, it got jigamishuhu. So there is, for a karkasha ka, the chakara was chosen. For a soft ga, the jakara was chosen. You see, chakara is chavarga. Jakara is also chavarga. This is kakara, gakara, or kavarga. So there is some, you can see the Panini's brain behind that. But for pakara, it stayed with pakara, but of course the E is a common trait there in the prefix. Mumukshu also stayed with, papa, baba, ma. It stayed with makara. So you can almost, if you see some 25 examples, we can construct the rules a little bit. Of course, with 25 examples, you can't conclude. You need tons more to conclude. But you can see the general behavior. Okay, so you can see them.
But they are very difficult to remember.
No, we don't have to remember for everything, sir. What we are expected largely is to try and remember the things that we encounter in this book. Okay, so that's why you should use your scrapbook to collect a list. Okay, so that you can glance at them at once instead of reading all the pages again. So for example, you make a sheet saying the sananta kriyapada variants we have collected from this book, like that. You keep writing as the lessons emerge. Of course, also with all the abhyasa do also we have to write. So this is where actually more learning is happening, because some of the tougher examples are coming in the abhyasa rather than in the pata I have seen. So there is a lot to learn from the abhyasa. So me skipping the abhyasa to save time, saying okay, I have covered the portion, is meaningless, because here is where learning really happens, falling and learning. Okay, all right. So we can start off. We still have some 15, 20, 16 minutes before we need to take a break. So let's start off this abhyasa. Okay, adholikitani vigraha vakyani samyak parishilya samastapadam bahuvrihi samasa prabhedasya nama cha likata. So below vigraha vakyas, having examined carefully the samastapada and the bahuvrihi samasa prabheda, they have kind of given the cat away a little bit by saying bahuvrihi samasa prabheda. I wish they just put samasa prabheda. Say, even we know everybody is bahuvrihi, but since we are in the bahuvrihi chapter, they said, okay, let me write that down. Okay, nama chalika. So we have to write the samasta, vigraha is given, samastapada, and the identification we have to do like this. Mahat balam yasya saha mahabalaha samanadikarana. So mahat and balam are napumsaka ekavachana. So yeah, purushaha, I mean they put to mean pulling a sense. Okay, mahabalaha, pointing to a purusha, that they have put the aparapada some example of our parapada. What a parapada depends on the sentence context in the overall paragraph and sangati, etc. But for us, they have given a reference Purusha. So similarly, they have done it everywhere so that we get a sense. Okay. We can crowdsource the answers. Ramesh Rao Varya, you have a question before we start? No. Okay. So yeah, you can multiple of you can unmute one by one. Slowly synchronize after I read the answering. Unnatani shikharani yasmin saha girihi iti aparapad. Unnata shikaraha. Samanadikarana bahuvrihi. Well done. So unnata shikaraha and ekavachana to go with saha and girihi, which are both ekavachana and pullinga, of course. Unnata shikaraha samanadikarana bahuvrihi. Okay, this one is already there. Earlier we had nothing new here. There it was there for Himalaya Parvataha. Okay, but here next one. Dandaha haste yasya saha pumsi.
Dandaha hastaga.
Dandaha hastava. विसर्गस्य स्थापनं पुनः मा भवेत् तत्र मा भूत् दण्ड इति प्रातिपदिकम् ओके दण्डः इति सुबन्तरूपं दण्ड इति प्रातिपदिकं सो दण्ड प्लस हस्त ओके दण्डहस्तः व्यधिकरण बिकॉज हस्ते इज देयर सप्तमी ओके सो दण्डहस्तः इज व्यधिकरण बहुव्रीहि वेल डन ओके कुसुमानि हस्ते येषां ते पुंसि कुसुमहस्ताः अगेन व्यधिकरण वेल डन कुसुमहस्ताः सो who are these purushas holding flowers in hand? Beware, beware, beware. Okay. Na vidyate balam yasyaha sa stri. Abala. Eka eva. So abala. What type?
No, sa is there.
Nai bahuvrihi. Eka eva. Sa is there. Strilinga. So abala. Nai bahuvrihi. Okay.
Mahodaya.
Varye.
तत्र उत्तरभागे न विद्यते बलं यस्याः सा तत्र उत्तरं
say in whatever language is comfortable.
अबलः इति दत्तम्.
There may be a mistake. See, book may have mistakes, but here we saw stri. It didn't say striyaha also in bracket. So yasyaha is a ekavachana strilinga. Where is the problem with this?
I just want
the book textbook may sometimes have a typo.
I thought
it is there possible. Textbook may have a typo. Yeah. Okay, abala is ekavachana is the correct answer. Okay, no problem. Thanks for pointing out that the book has such issues. So guys, sometimes you trust your own what you have understood rather than blindly going with the book. There are places where the book helps us when we are doubtful, but when we are certain, we should hold on to our certainty. Okay. Na vidyate vastram.
Yasyaha is plural, na?
Huh?
Yasyaha is plural.
Henge madam, you please say sa shabda you say. Please recite sa shabda no.
Sa te taha. It is bahuvachanam, no?
No, Bhagini. Tasyaha tayoho tasam.
Shashti.
Shashti, Bhagini. Sate taha. Yasyaha. Yes. Similarly, yaha, ya, ye, yaha will come.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Good, actually, you came out and, mouth is saying, how come it is bahuvachanam? So, here it is correct, actually. Nothing wrong. Okay? Yeah. न विद्यते वस्त्रं यस्य सः पुंसि अवस्त्रः नै बहुव्रीहि. Okay, thanks. I mean, it's obvious, but better to mouth it because we will falter here also. Okay, so you cannot say nai samasah. Okay, normally nai samasah is reserved for tatpurusha version of nai. Okay. But there also I would advise you guys put nai samasah bracket tatpurushaha. Okay? Please let us do that. Okay, don't stop with nai samasah because nai samasa is there in bahuvrihi variant also. right? So samasa is not good enough to explain that it is tatpurusha. So nai bahuvrihi
ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ,
nai tatpurusha anta helbodu, correct. Or you write nai tatpurusha, okay, as one word. Don't write nai samasa alone, though it does mean nai tatpurusha, but if you are writing nai samasa, put in bracket tatpurusha. ठीक है
ಮಹೋದಯ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ ಅಂತಹ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ?
ಅದು ಅದು ಪ್ರಾದಿ, ಅದು ಅದು ನೈ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿಹಿ ಅಂತ ಉಪಸರ್ಗ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಬಹುವ್ರೀಹಿ, ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟೀಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ. ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ, ಸೊ ನಾಸ್ತಿ ವಸ್ತ್ರಾಣಿ ಯಸ್ಯಾಹ ಸಾ ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ,
ಅದು ಅವ್ಯಯಿ ಭಾವ ಆಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ?
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ಯಯಿ ಭಾವ ಹೆಂಗೆ? ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ ಬಹುವ್ರೀಹಿ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ಯಯಿ ಭಾವ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಅವ್ಯಯ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ಯಯ ಬಂತು?
ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರಂ.
ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರಂ ಇಸ್ ಅವ್ಯಯ, ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ನಿರ್ವಸ್ತ್ರ. Nirvastra is some kind of pradi purva pada bahuvri, something. I'm giving my own name, okay?
Yeah. No, sir.
Harina saha vartate iti Keshavah. Saharihi, very good. Saharihi. So here we have to remember Harina is in a with Hari. So Hari Shabda. So Saha goes to Sa. So Sa plus Hari, Sahari. But it is Pullinga. So Harihi, we have to miss Saharihi. Keshavah Saharihi. Okay. Saha Purvapada Bahuvrihi. Okay, well done. Don't forget this Harihi part. Okay. मित्रैहि सह वर्तते इति उमेशः. समित्रः. Okay, though mitram is napumsaka, mitra is the pratipadika, and mitraihi is in tritiya bahuvachana. Okay, so right, so umeshah samitrah asti. So that is saha purvapada again. Okay, very good. Shankah panau yasya saha mukundah.
Shankapanihi.
Shankapanihi is the correct form. See, Shankapani may be some other pratyaya. Okay, see, we know that this Shankapani pratipadika can again take some pratyaya and some other technique. So that's okay. So maybe it's a slightly different path there. Okay, so but potentially with another pratyaya it becomes Shankapani type of thing, but here it is Shankapanihi. Just like, for example, Stri pratyaya can be added to make it Shankapanini, something like that. Similar to Stri pratyaya, there may be an additional, sometimes for example, Kap pratyaya, few other pratyayas are there that can extend these nouns a little bit like that. Okay, yeah. Riktau hastau yasya saha. भिक्षुक समानाधिकरण. Bagini,
Shankapanau, did we finish?
Yeah, we are finished.
Just Bagini. Panau is Saptami Ekavachana. You remember one of the Baginis earlier thought why it is Ramau, it is a Dvivachana and all that. That same example has come here under Abhyasa, that's all. Shankaha Panau, there it was Vishnu maybe. So Gada Pani. Pani, yeah. Riktau Hastau. Here again, here now, see, don't confuse Hastau with Panau and think of Vyadikarana, guys. Okay, let us become that smart girl who knows her declension, not that unsmart Bharta. So Hastau is Hastaha Hastau because of two hands. Okay, so Riktau Hastau is Pratama Vibhakti Dvivachana. Riktau Hastau Yasya. So the two bare hands, whomsoever, that fellow is a Bhikshuka. Bagini?
No, Rikta means bare.
Bare or empty.
Empty.
Rikta hastaha samanadikarana bahuvrihi. Okay. Chapaha haste yasya saha. Yodha. Vyadikarana. Very good. Because haste, in the hand, the chapa, which is dhanu. Dhanu parallel is chapaha. Dhanuhu haste, dhanu hastaha. Chapaha haste, chapa hastaha. Okay, very good. Chakram panau yasya saha Vishnuhu.
Chakrapani.
Don't go to Chakrapani version. Though you may have learnt it in some Sahasranama, etc. Stick to Chakrapanihi. Okay? All right. Vyadikarana Bahuvrihi.
Vyadikarana.
Bharyaya saha vartate iti.
Saga bharyaga.
Sabharyaha. Sabharyaha pullinge. Okay. Bharya strilinge. Parantu tatra pullinga bahuvrihi kila. To sabharyaha iti vaktavyam. Okay. Not sahabharyaha. Not sabharya. So sabharyaha. Pullinga ending to point to the purushaha, and sa is the short version for saha. Okay. Shastrena sahitaha veeraha. Shastraha. Correct. Okay. See, here technically they have given a slight variant vigraha here just to confuse us, I think. But you learn from this. See, saha vartate iti shortened into sahitaha. Okay. See, sahitaha is one with something. So, shastrena sahitaha. So, saha shastrena saha vartate iti shastrena sahitaha iti anya ritya varnitam asti. So, don't think of this as some visheshana purva or something and struggle. Okay. So, this is another type of vigraha we can see, we can encounter. So, saha vartate iti instead of that sahitaha. For example, here also bharyaya sahitaha. Here we cannot do. So, here mitraihi sahitaha, harina sahitaha, like that. Okay. Could potentially be done. And if it is strilinga, sahita could be done. But with strilinga, saha vartate iti won't change, because vartate doesn't have any strilinga variant. Okay. So here this bracket only tells us where to go. For example, harina saha vartate iti, instead of keshavaha, let us say it is some bhakta or something like that. So then what the declension for hari in strilinga we have to struggle with. So it's not saharini or something. We have to see how to do this. That will be a struggle. Luckily they are sticking to pullinga for now, because they are not teaching us how to do the stritva for these things. So yeah, shastrena sahitaha veeraha. Sashastraha. Very good. Saha purvapada bahuvrihi only. But I should have highlighted the sahita is a new type of vigraha karana. Yeah, vidya dhanam yesham te. Vidyadhanaha. Very good. Vidyadhanaha is ekavachana because te is there for plurality of panditaha. Vidyadhanaha. So, becoming pandita, you better only count your vidya. Samanadikarana. Because now this why it is samanadikarana, though see this is in strilinga. In another place, vidya eva dhanam, vidyadanam, there was a different definition. Correct? But that different definition applies to the uttarapada pradhana vidyadhanam, which is a variant of Karmadarya, one of the variants of Karmadarya. What is the Karmadarya variant, Bhagini? Avadharana Purvapada. Okay, correct. So it's not Upamana, it's Avadharana. Avadharana Purvapada Karmadarya, the Vidyadanam. But here, Vidya, there is no Eva business. Technically, you can mentally imagine Eva. Vidyadhanam Yeshamte, with the same pair, now has shifted into Bahuvrihitva. Okay, so vidyadhanaha in ekavachana, vidyadhanaha in bahuvachana. Okay, vidyadhanaha. So samanadikarana bho I have here. Uddeshya vidheya bhava is the technique here. See, though this is in strilinga and that is in napumsakalinga, that doesn't change the adhikarana of both being ekavachana. Okay, and prathama vibhakti. See, vidya is in ekavachana prathama vibhakti, dhana is in ekavachana prathama vibhakti. So vidya dhanam. So they are in, at least you don't need to count the vachana part. At least the vibhakti clearly is prathama vibhakti. That's all we need to care for. Okay. For example, This could have been Vidyaha Dhanam Yesham Te also. Why not? Why one Dhana? He may have many Vidyas. So Vidyaha Dhanam. So Bahuvachanatva can take there. Dhanam will remain Dhanam. Maybe we have to write it then as Dhanani, perhaps, because each is like a Dhana. But it wouldn't be off to put Dhanam as a Vidheka Bhava. But at least we keep the Vachana Samya. So maybe Vidyaha Dhanani will be the form. But this is called Uddeshya Vidheya. I had spoken about this a little bit earlier, I think. When we see Visheshana Visheshya, we have to also know there is something different called Uddeshya Vidheya Bhava. Okay? So, the what you call assignment of a new term for something that exists is not a Visheshana Visheshya. We are assigning the Dhanatva to Vidya. Okay? So that's called Uddeshya Videya Bhava. Vidya eva dhanam avadharana purva padaha. See, I quoted here what Bhagini already identified for us. Okay, so some challenges there. Where are we? Yeah, 8 o'clock. So we'll do this much and then we'll take a break and continue. Okay. Chandraha maulau yasya saha rudraha.
Chandra Mauli.
Maulihi. Again, don't do Mauli. Okay. So stick to Chandra Maulihi. I don't know whether this Repa will introduce a La type of thing, but stick to La is anyway in our mother tongues it happens. Okay. In Samskrita it remains Lakara. So Chandra in Kannada and all we would make it Chandra Mauli. La. Because
what
when
is
we.
Mauli? What is Mauli?
The Kesha Rashi that is there, that is that on the heap, something like that.
In Kannada it is Mudi.
Mudi.
Mudi, correct. So Shiva will has a long hair, no strapping hair. So he will tie it into some kind of shikha there on top of his head. That is called Mauli. Yeah.
Okay.
So this Chandra is on top of that. Right?
Jata.
Jata bandhanam maulihi. Jata bandhanam iti vaktum shaknumaha.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Jata rashehe bandhanam. Astu. So then nirmalam hrudayam yasya saha. Nirmala Hridaya. Again, Samanadikarana. See, here the earlier one was Vyadikarana because Chandra is in the Mauli. Here it is again Mauli Shabda, so Maulav, Hari Shabdavat. Maulihi will become Maulav in Saptami Eka. Here it's simply Napumsaka pair. Nirmalam Hridayam Yasya Saha Sajjanaha. Nirmala Hridaya Samanadikarana. Krishani Angani Yasya Saha. Krishangaha Ekavachana. Don't confuse with the Bahuvachana of the Padarthas. Finally it is Saha only. So Krishangaha. Well done. Samanadikarana. So one who has slim body parts. Body parts sound so wrong. Angani is more like hands and other things like that. Okay. Parivarena saha vartate iti.
First
time we had only once earlier Strilinga came here. Na vidyate balam yasyaha sa. They have avoided that for this tougher ones here. Like how do you take Pani into Strilinga and all? Hasta we could have done. Chapa hasta we could have done. Not a problem. Shanka Pani, how will you go to Strilinga? I think we should explore before we finish these lessons. Let's explore those. I'll see if I can share some examples. Okay. Krishani Angani says, sorry, last one. Parivarena saha vartate iti. So Stri Ragni. So Saparivara iti bhavati. Saha Purvapada. Well done. So we'll take a short water break now. 20:03. So 8:03. So 8:06, 8:07 maybe. 8:07 we will gather back. Okay. Please let's do some more exercise.
Recording.
Okay. Welcome back. So we'll continue with the second exercise. Adaha dattanam samasta padanam. Again, of course, we'll just go with crowdsourcing. Okay. Adaha dattanam samasta padanam vigraha vakyani likitva bahuvrihi samasa prabedam nirdishata. So indicate the variant. Udaharanam sadaraha So Daraha, Nitya Bahuvachana Shabda, one of the Bhaginis had introduced us to it. But finally here it's in Ekavachana because of Bahuvrihitva. Okay. So Sadaraha, Daraihi Saha Vartate, because Daraha Shabda is Nitya Bahuvachana. It's a weird, one of the words that are used to point out. Daraha is a Pullinga Shabda, but it means wife. Okay. And it is Nitya Bahuvachana also, to combine to the trouble we have with this word. So Daraihi sounds like Ramaihi, but it simply means with one wife. I don't know. Okay, so Daraihi Saha Vartate Sadara. He better be Ekapatni Vartasta. Just because Daraihi is Bahuvachana, it doesn't give you any cultural freedom to take many Daras. Okay, anyway. Sahapurvapada Bahuvrihi. So now little bit of crowdsourcing. See how best we can do. If it's going too confusing, I will revert to calling out names. That takes.
Mahodaya, is it wrong to say Daraya Saha Vartate?
No, it was not available in the Vibhakti table. That's the problem. See, when we say Nitya Bahuvachana, etc., like Dvi Shabda, it is not, it goes in Dvi column only. Okay, that is the problem. So this Daraha Shabda goes in Bahuvachana column only. That's why Daraihi has been taken. So this is a challenge. It is so non-intuitive. We struggle with it. Anyway, so Rakta Vastraha.
Raktam Vastram Yasya Saha.
Raktani also could be done. Raktam Vastram Yasya Saha. Samanadikarana or Raktani Vastrani Yasya Saha. Okay, well done. Okay. Charmambaraha. Charma. Somebody said Charma. I think Napumsaka. So very good. Charma Ambaram. Okay. So Charmena Nirmitam is just with Charma. Charma being a Visheshana now in the Napumsaka. So Charma Ambaram Yasya Saha. Okay. Samanadikarana. So the struggle was the Charma Shabda. So some of this is actually a Nakaranta Charman Shabda. So okay, so it goes Charma, Charmani, Charmani, like that. Okay. A skin, two skins, many skins. I don't know why we'll use all that. But anyway, yeah, it could be like, independent skins of whatever, from whichever animal that has been extracted. So Charma Ambaram Yasya Saha. This is the challenge. You may end up putting Charmam. It's not like colossal, but try to remember Charman Shabda. Okay. All right. Komalangaha Shishuhu. Pullinga Shishuhu.
Komalani Angani.
Komalani Angani Yasya Saha. Samanadikarana. Well done. Komalani Angani Yasya Saha Shishuhu. See, again, Shishuhu is a Nitya Pullinga Shabda. Whether the Shishu is a Stri or a Purusha, we still say Shishuhu. This we do in mother tongues also. It's Mogu. Mogu, it doesn't have Linga in Kannada, for example. Okay. So, whereas Huduga, Hudgi has Linga, boy, girl, etc. But, so this is the same thing in Samskrita. So, Shvetambaraha. Sanyasinyah Stri Bahuvachana. Shvetam Ambaram Yesham. Correct. Yesham Te. Yasam Te. Correct, Bhagini. Thanks for correcting. Yasam Te. We get corrected. Yesham would have been Pullinga. So Yasam Ta. Yasam Taha. Okay, Taha. Not Te again. Both we have to switch to Strilinga. Yeah. So Shvetani Ambarani or Shvetam Ambaram. Both are okay. Okay. If you are in doubt, stick to Bahuvachana because Yasam is there. Okay. There are many cloths. Okay. But you can go Ekavachana. Shvetam Ambaram Yasam. Each one has one Ambara. Like that. Okay. Especially Sanyasinyah. They are all Ekavastra Dharinyah. Yeah. So Yashodhanaha Raja Pullinga. See, here is where Yashodhanaha the yashodhanam, yashah eva dhanam yashodhanam, that is some bahuvri, that is karmadaraya, not tatpurusha karmadaraya, like what we saw vidya eva dhanam type. So, but it is pullinga. So here we don't have doubt also because of the linga beda from dhanam. So yashodhanaha, but it could have been a mitram, yashodhanam mitram, it could have been. But here they have left no doubt by pointing that it points to neither dhana nor yasha, it is about raja. So yashaha dhanam yasyasaha. Okay, and it is samanadikarana. Though yashaha is pullinga, dhanam is napumsaka. Okay, vidya was stri and napumsaka.
Yashaha is napumsakalingam.
Huh?
Yashaha, yashas shabda.
Napumsakalinga va?
Yashaga is Napumsakalinga.
Yashas, okay, maybe.
Then it is Samanadikaranam.
But yashaha napumsaka, yashaha is there. How does it decline, Varya? Into
Prathama vibhakti ekavachana is yashaha only.
Bahuvachana, how does it?
Yashaha, yashasi, yashasi, I think.
Yashas, sakaranta yashas sabda. Very good. So it is yashamsi for bahuvachana. So if it is taken into pullinga, it is referring to some male, maybe some yashaha, like that, one who is successful. That sense may be there in some kridanta application form. Yes.
Sir, this Vyadhikaran Bahuvrihi, it doesn't say about the linga, it says only the vibhakti differences.
Correct. Vibhakti has to be same. That's what Uddeshya Videya necessarily sometimes will have linga veda.
So even if it's Napunsak and Pullinga, still it can be Vyadhikaran, no? If it's a different vibhakti.
We know Samanadikarana we are talking about.
Because that's why we are saying Yasya Saga, Yasam Sa and all, no? That there we are.
No, she's talking about the Samana part of the Samanadikarana part. She's talking about, not
Same
the
vibhakti.
eventual linga. Same vibhakti.
Yeah,
That's
same
all is
vibhakti
required.
should be.
Nothing else. Same vibhakti. It can be different linga, like we see it in this kind of combinations. It can be eka bahu combinations, like charmani ambaram. Why not? Okay. But
then it will be.
I mean,
Then
it
will be then.
it will no. Why it is Vyadikarana? There is no Saptami Bhava.
Sure, Magadya, sorry.
It is just a different Vachana. I mean, maybe for Charma Ambara it may not be. Thinking somewhere else that kind of thing is possible. Maybe it will be Visheshana Vishesha. So maybe Vachana will carry over most places. May not be. Charmani Ambarani will have to do. Okay.
Mahodaya, I had one doubt in Charma Ambaram. Charma Ambaram Yasya Saha. What if idu Charmena Ambaram Yasya Saha?
Charmena yakagate? Charmena Nirmitam Ambaram and all is a non-vigraha explanation. I am not saying you are saying if it is Charmena. I don't know what is Charmana, maybe. Charmana Nirmitam Ambaram Charma Ambaram. That is, we are just taking a non-vigraha explanation to use the word Nirmita. Not required. Okay. If you wanted to do Charmambaram as a Karmadaraya, okay, then it is enough to do Charma Eva Ambaram, some variant of the Karmadaraya, one of the variants, okay. Skin itself is the Ambara for whomsoever, like that. Also you can do. You don't need to bring Nirmita and all those things, okay. It is a good explanation, I am not denying, but it is not the classic Vigraha Vakya, that's all.
Okay, Mahodaya.
Vishakantaha, Neelakantavat, Shankaraha.
Visham Kanthe.
Visham Kanthe, Yasya Saha. Vyadikarana Bahuvrihi. Well done. Vyadikarana. Phalanetraha, Shambhu again.
Phale Netram Yasya Saga. Vyatikarana.
Okay. Phale, Lalate. Okay, so this is Saptami Ekavachana. Phala Shabda has two implications. One, Phala is also used for the metallic sharp thing that is attached to the plow. That's also called pala. Okay, and it's maybe in the sense that it is the lalata of the plow, maybe, perhaps in that sense. Okay, but here the pala here refers to the lalata or the hane, what we call in Kannada, or the netti in Tamil. And what is it in Hindi? Wo. Udar bindi jab jidhar lagate. Wo. Okay, so pale netram yasya saha, because he is trinetradhari kila. Tritiya netram kutra asti, phale asti athva lalate asti. To phale netram yasya saha, phala netraha shambhuhu. Okay, it's one of the rarer names for him. Nice. Okay, anidraha purushaha.
Na vidyate nidra yasya.
Nidra, strilinge, very good. Na vidyate nidra yasya saha. Anidraha. Anidra would be yasyaha sa.
Nai bahuvrihi.
Nai bahuvrihi, very good. Sakutumbaha grihastaha.
Kutumbena saha vartate iti.
Kutumbena saha vartate iti sakutumbaha. Very good. Okay.
Saha purvapada.
Saha purvapada. Well done. Sadhanaha vaishyaha.
Dhanena saha vartate.
Athva dhanaihi also can be taken. Dhanaihi, I mean many monies, but dhanena is also enough. It's a collective singular. Dhana means all the Aishwarya. So dhanena saha vartante do bahuvachana, because vaishyaha bahuvachana, sadhanaha bahuvachana. Okay, dhanena sahitaha athava saha vartante. I took the prototype, this sahitaha. Okay, so sahitaha can also be done, or you have to put the saha vartante. You can put both like this. Okay, iti saha purvapada. Vartante bahuvachana to go with sadhanaha and vaishyaha part of it. Modaka hastaha. Ganesha.
Modakam haste yasya saha.
What type? Vyadikarana. Very good. Modakam haste yasya saha vyadikarana. Okay. Sthula shariraha. Correct. Shariram is correct. Sthulam shariram yasya saha sthula shariraha. Samanadikarana. So good, I think we did, but usually they give a lot more here, so we have more work. So let's keep plowing on. So udaharananusaram riktasthanani sthanam purayata. So according to how the example is done, do also for the others. So pipatishuhu patitam ichuhu. Okay, pipatishati patitum ichati. So that is in the kridanta sense, ichuhu, as a karta, pointing to the karta of the action, and kriya action is tinganta, so pipatishati, and then this tumunanta is the explanation part, with the ich dhatu. So ichati, ichuhu, icha, all those variants we have to remember. Okay, we know the technique now, right? So this is now we have switched to sanadi pratyaya learnings. Okay, so I have done, I have identified further the dhatu for us to keep reference. I mean, once this entire thing is opened up, it could be useful to keep a mental reference of such details. Okay, so gam jigamishuhu gantum ichuhu jigamishati. Okay, so now what is left to do? Everything almost done. Okay, jigamishuhu gantum ichuhu jigamishati. What variant? Gantum ichati. Ayo, this is too cheap exercise. Sorry. This is. I wish they just put jigamishu and asked us to do everything. It would have been more challenging. Okay. Chikirshuhu kartum ichuhu chikirshati. Kartum ichati. They have given the easier part. They could have given the other one. Anyway, ditsuhu datum ichuhu. See, that's why they are teaching. Okay. Very little is exercise here. Ditsuhu, new learning. Datum ichuhu, ditsuhu, baba. Okay, the one who is desirous of giving dana. Okay, ditsati. Datum ichati. Desires to give. The person who desires to give is ditsuhu. So you can actually make the sentence ditsuhu datum icchati. It doesn't not make any additional explanation, but the one who desires to give is a little bit dumb, but yeah, you can do a sentence like that. Nobody is preventing you. Vijigishuhu vijetum icchuhu vijigishati jetum icchati. Don't put yeah, actually v upasarga is there, so vijetum icchati we have to put. Okay, this is, see, vijigishuhu, the v came from the sananta, so this actually they have taken the tumunanta with the v without the. Okay, this is a upasarga V. This they confused us here. They threw us into a pit here. See, that V is coming from sanadi pratyaya prefix. Vijigishuhu. Okay.
No, sir, I think V is upasarga and Ga is the sanadi.
No. Jetum is G is from Jaya.
Yes, and Vijaya V.
So this V is part of the sananta Bhagini. I think jigishuhu, I can't tell. Jigamishuhu, jigishuhu, but it's not gi dhatu. It's not ga. Ga is not the dhatu. Ja is the dhatu. Jet.
Jignasha. So ji dhatu.
No, this is desirous of winning.
So it is a jayate or something like that is there. No, that one. Jayate, that dhatu. Ji, I think maybe the dhatu is ji dhatu. Okay, so this is a little they have thrown us off here. See, I have here. I have done that research. See, G is the dhatu. Okay, so G dhatu. So it's enough to write Jetum icchuhu. I don't know why they threw V there, and then we got confused. So Vijigishati Jetum icchati is enough. Well, you can put Vijetum icchati if they have given the prototype there. Okay, all right. V is not natively part of the dhatu, it is an upasarga added on. So,
correct. Because for G, the tumun is Jetum only, but because of V, which is the upasarga, it becomes.
Actually, for the G dhatu in Ashtadhyayi, please check the Sanadi table also, so that we know V is coming as part of Sanadi. Jigishati. Oh, V is not there. See, so we learn. Okay, so this dhatu doesn't have the dvitva before, it has the dvitva afterwards, something like that. Little bit, the modification is jigish, not gijish or something. So V is not coming from sanadi. This is a new learning. So okay, good, we did that exploration. So something to remember. So jigishuhu is enough. So jigishuhu jetumichuhu vijigishuhu vijetumichuhu. Now we are forced to bring the upasarga. Okay, so vijigishati, enough to have said jigishati. So this is vijetumichati. Okay, so this is a weird sanadi prakriya. Though the dhatu is G, the form is jigish, not jijish or something. Okay, han dhatu jigamsavaha hantum icchavah jigamsanti.
Hantum
ichanti.
Very little to write here, but I think the learning is happening on the left side. Jigamsavaha, see the form there. Okay, jigamsanti. So gnanti, you know gnanti. See, if you say take the plural of the hanti, it is gnanti. It's a special dhatu, this han dhatu. Hanti something, gnanti comes in plural in the tiganta. Okay, so that gna, that ghakara is coming here again in the sananta again. Jigam savaha, jigam santi, like that. Okay, ipsavaha aptum icchavah.
Aptum
Ichanti ipsanti. Okay, nothing there, but here ipsa. Okay, so the word ipsa, which kind of probably somewhere here there would have heard, is the bhava of the desire to beget something. Like in Bhagavad Gita they keep saying don't possess, don't try to make something yours, like that. So that ipsa is a desire to make something ours. Okay, praptumicha aptumicha. Pra is pra upasarga yukta aptum eva. praptum. Okay, pra plus optum is praptum. Okay, so but here just optum is enough, but you can write praptum ichavah, praptum ichanti, but stick to the original dhatu because that's all is there optum. So, I don't know how pra upasarga will apt to ipsavaha. Prepsavaha may become. Prepsavaha guna sandhi will happen. Okay, so prepsavaha it will become. Then we have to put praptum icchavaha. I hope they don't give that much tough stuff in exam. Anyway, bru and vach, two of these dhatus. Actually, this dhatu has two forms, like brute, vadat, vach, and then vach comes in other forms like that. Okay, so vivakshavaha, we have seen this this form a little earlier. Vaktum icchavaha, vivakshanti. Vaktum ichanti, easy part there. Okay, so vivakshuhu would be the other type. Ekavachana. Vivakshuhu, vivakshava, guruhu, guru, vivakshu, vivakshavaha. Like that. The declension. So bubhushavaha, another bahuvachana of similar bubushuhu. Okay. This I had confused with another. So this is bu dhatus, bahuvachana form, and this is personified. So bhavitum icchavaha, those who desire to be existing. Maybe in some program, it may not mean in any very exotic sense. Okay, bubhushanti. Bhavitum ichanti, bahuvachana, the bahuvachana. So the tumunanta will remain one. It's an avyaya. Okay, so all right. So this was a challenge. So I think a lot of new things to learn here. Okay, so our scrapbook will need to collect the new forms. Ditsuhu, ditsati, vijigishuhu, vijigishati. It got stumped for a while. It's important to remember that V is not a upasarga there. Jigamsavaha, jigamsuhu, and jigamsati, jigamsanti. I think a lot of things to learn. Good. Ipsa also is a new thing, though I was kind of familiar, but now to put it down into this frame of sanadi thing is nice. Okay, udaharananugunam sannanta rupasya artham vivrunuta. So according to the example, please give the meaning. So little more exercise for us. So vivaksha vaktum icha, I think not too different, except here they have given the one type of personified krudanta and the tiganta version. But here they have given the other type of feminine bhava conversion. Okay, bhava krudanta, not the personified krudanta, not the object oriented krudanta. So jigamisha, gantumicha, very good. Okay, titirsha, taritum, remember taritum icha. So what I have done, I have additionally put, because we are collecting knowledge. So jigamishati, gantum ichati also to finish that. Technically further we should put jigamishuhu also in our table. So maybe we should make a 4-column table and at least write the ekavachana forms. Maybe bahuvachana in the below that, something like that. Okay, titirsha we have finished. Shushrusha, see, now is very interesting. See, Shushrusha, the Rudi Bala means nurse seva done to some patient, things like that. Or when we take care of elders, we call it Shushrusha, right? See how deep it is. So lot of the part of taking care seems to be the ability to listen.
Sir, I think that may come from Shushrut also.
No, his name comes from this. Shushruta's name comes from this.
Okay.
Not the other way. Okay, so Shrotum Icha is the technical explanation for Sushrusha. Sushrushati, Shrotum Ichati. But in Rudi Bala, it is to aid. In Rudi Bala, see how far the meaning is from listening. But it is a big part of aiding, I guess. Okay, listening is the first act. So okay, I don't know. This is a stupidity of mine. I think I forgot to edit here. It's not gum. Okay, so shruyate, light. So that is shru dhatu, I think. Okay, here I have written it here. So something has happened here. This should have gone there. Okay, and bubusha, bhu should have come here. So this is shru, this is bhu. Okay, all right. Bubusha, bhavitum icha. So bubushati. Okay, bhavitum ichati, to be. Chikirsha, kartum icha. Chikirshati, kartum ichati would be the form, correct. Okay, of course I have written only the dhatus meaning here, not the sananta dhatus meaning. So everywhere we have to add desire, desire, desire to make it sananta meaning. Desire to go is sananta version, to go is the non-sananta version, original dhatu. Okay, jignasa, jnatum icha, jignasati, jnatum ichati. Very easy. So few more are there. Jigisha, this came back. See here the fun. Vijigishuho, but it is not Vijigisha. God. This is stumping us. I don't know what Paninian rule didn't bring we there. If you guys end up writing Vijigisha, I will give you the marks if I am correcting. So I'll say Jigisha. Okay, Jetum Icha. But now we have to put Vijetum or Jetum is the question. Okay, anyway, Jetum Icha only, because we know is if it was there, it would have been part of the prakriya. Anyway, Jigishati, Jetum Ichati, to win.
Mahodaya. Jaya Vijaya.
But here it was Vijigishati. Now I have to go. I think I have to edit here to Vijigishati. Yeah, Maria, what was your question?
No, Vijaya and Jaya, even though both are same, but both words are there.
No. That is Vishishta or Vishesha Jaya, Vijaya. It is there because Upasarga is there, not because Vijaya Shabda is there. There is a variant. V Upasarga added to Ji Dhatu only is giving that. Jaya Vijaya. Yeah. So Vijaya is bigger person than Jaya. Now we know because he has got a Upasarga with it. Anyway, that's just
one more thought came to my mind, Mahodaya. This Vijigishati that you have put, since it has an Upasarga, does it become Vijigishate?
Where beginning? Here.
It's number 4 in the third one.
They have written Vijigishati. I don't know why Upasarga V dictates Atmanepaditva. You have learnt that somewhere?
No, I'm not too sure. The thought came to me because there are sometimes
conversions. We see when Bhagini explored Ji Dhatu's Sanadi table, she found Vijigishati only. She found this accurately. So, see, that's why we wanted her to explore, because we wanted to know whether it is Upasarga or Sanadi Prakriya Vikara, compound. But here it's clear it was from V. Now here, Jigisha is there, not Vijigisha. So now again we got stumped here, where the V went, which was there in the Sanadi Prakriya. So, yeah.
Jigishati
so that was Jigishu. Correct. Jigi, we learnt that part. V is Upasarga, correct. Vijigish. So here there is no V Upasarga. Jigi is the form, correct. Yeah, that's what we ended up learning. So Jigish is the Jigishati. So Jigish or Jigisha, something like that. Okay, Jigishati, Jetum Ichati. So okay, sorry, I got double confused there. So V is Upasarga there. That is clear. So we learned that Jigi is the dhatu, not V. V is not part of the Sananta Prakriya. Okay, I should highlight it and put down a sentence for my future classes. Didruksha. Drashtumicha. Drush dhatu. So drashtumicha. So jidrukshati. Something like that. Jidrukshate. Oh, here it is Atmane. Okay, this is Atmane. But don't get worried. I mean, how will I know this is Atmane? Okay. Pashyati, drishyate, something like that. That's why. Okay. To see. So pipasa, padatu, patumicha, pipasishati, I think is the form. That's my guess. Pipasishati, correct. Pipasati. Oh God, fail. 0 marks. So patumiccha pipasati, not pipasishati. Pipasati. Pipasishati may be some nijanta further variant. Make someone else desire to drink, which people do. Drunkards make others desire to drink. Okay, it will be interesting. It is there, but it is not the correct form to use here. Pipasati, patumicchati, to drink. Okay. Much, mumuksha, moktumiccha, and then mumukshati. Okay, mumukshati, moktumicchati. So this is the noun form of the bhava of the kriya. This is the actual active kriya in lat applied to somebody doing that act. Okay. So moktumiccha. Okay. Udaharanaan, we will finish this also. I'll take a few more minutes. Udaharananusaram dvitiyam tritiyam cha padam likata kartumicchati chikirshati chikirsha chikirshuhu. This is a better challenge. In fact, they should leave everything and ask us to fill all three. It would have been better. This is the thing we have to build in our scrapbook for every dhatu we have seen so far. Okay. So grahitum icchati. This is the meaning of the sananta. And the sananta version is they are teaching us jigrikshati. Okay, grah dhatu. Okay, to grab, right? So jigrikshati, how variation from grahi to grikshati. Okay, something to learn. Okay, jigrikshati. Then jigrikshuhu. Very easy. Once we know jigrikshati, we can come to these two. Okay, all right. So the meaning is grasp, but that is the dhatu's meaning, to grasp. But here it is jigriksha is the desire itself, which is to grab, and then jigrukshuhu is the one who desires to grab, and jigrikshati is somebody grabs. These are the subtle variations in the meaning. That's all. Okay, somebody wishes to grab, not grabs. Okay, somebody grabs is grihnati. That is, that dhatu is tough. Grihnati or grihnati is the one of the two pronunciations of that. Okay, all right. Attum icchati jigatsati. Appa. Jigatsa. Jigatsuhu. Giving the answer is easy, but coming from adu to jigatsu is, oh my god. Okay.
Sir, what is the meaning of attum icchati?
Attum, eat, consume. Here I have written in English here, consume. Okay. Adadi gana, it starts with this dhatu. The first dhatu of the adadi gana is about eating. Interesting. Anyway, so J to agyo, this one they have put enough times for us to memorize now. Jetum icchati, jigishati, jigisha, jigishuhu. Okay, slowly I think we have now, hopefully for exam we don't make mistake of adding v. Okay, win. Okay, desire to win basically. So that the somebody desires to win, jigishati. The actual desire to win itself is jigisha. Jigishuhu is the one who desires to win. Okay, great. So, in a sense, this jigisha is somewhat like that karmadharaya type of sense, pointing to part of itself. Jigishuhu is the Bahuvrihi sense. I mean, I'm not saying this is a samasa. I'm just saying, pointing to another. Pointing to some Rama, Sita, etc. Because Sita wouldn't take Jigishuhu form. But anyway. Prach dhatu. Prashtum icchati. Pipruchishati. Piprucha. So this papakara double. So piprucha, alright, and then pipruchuhu. Okay, just like jugukshuhu. Oh, chishuhu. Oh, okay, shakara. Oh, here also, sorry. Pipruchisha is the form. Okay. Piprucha is incorrect. Pipruchisha and pipruchishuhu. So, shar, the sar, the ksha which embeds the sha is important everywhere. See, there is a kakara, shakara in ksha. No? The shakara is critical part of this sanadi business. Sakara can become the shakara or can remain sakara, like in some places, looks like. Okay. So, all right. Pipruchisha. Ish has to be there also. In some places it's not ish though. ksha is there directly.
If a is there, it will be sa mahodaya. Similarly, if the
is it,
vyanjanas are there, it will be
no,
sa.
hold on, Bhagini. Where a?
Before the sakara, if the earlier letter is hrasva akara or dirgha akara, it will remain a
But
sakara.
here, despite the takara being there.
Vyanjana also will remain a sakara. E to au will become shakara. If there is a ka before, it will become shakara.
Ka, sha, ksha, jigr, ksha, ka, sha. Okay, that ka, sa, ksa, instead of ksa, it becomes
it
ksha.
is normally sa mahodaya.
This
normally
now you are saying this sakara is because of the akara in the ghakara?
There is no. Because takara is a vyanjana, sakara will not get a change.
So because there is no need for looking for this swara.
No, Mahodaya. Okay. Just
And
the letter before sakara.
E is directing it. Like hrasva ikara. Except our problem is prachi. How it became prachi itself first we have to learn. So we as well have to mug up isha. The prakriya is not helping us because how do we know the ikara came also, right? There is a secondary challenge.
Vibhakti bahuvachana mahodaya. Same rule. Even for Saptami Vibhakti bahuvachana, same rule. If Rameshu is there, A decides it will become Shu.
Shakara there.
If Sitasu is there,
the problem here is the E. If we can learn this E arrival somewhat easily, like it is not there. For example, E is there. Here Hrasva E is there. Some places R. So see Grah, it's not Jigriksha or something like that. So E is there is a little bit subtle variation everywhere, and I'm sure, like you're saying, various dhatus with different endings dictate that. But yeah. But this one you are right. Shakara, Sakara, which we see in Vibhakti variants are seen here also. Okay. So Ramasu versus Rameshu. Correct. All right. Okay. Taritum ichchati titirshati. Titirshu. Oh, easy one. This one is transcend or swim across in simple sense. I have given a very adhyatmic meaning. Okay. Atum ichchati ipsati. Ipsati. Ipsa. Ipsuhu. Okay. Aap dhatu. I mean, what became to aap dhatu is amazing. Ipsu. Okay, likh dhatu. Lekhitum ichchati. Lilikhishati. Appa. Lilikshu. But is this shakara will miss. Okay, so lilikshisha it will become. Okay, Lilikhisha, Lilikhisha, not Kshisha, sorry, Lilikhisha and Lilikhishuhu. Tough one. Lilikhishuhu. So, Patitum ichchati pipatishuhu pipatisha, but here Lilikhishuhu. Papa, E. Okay, very interesting. But I think this is more complex than writing Lekhitum ichchati. Anyway, Hantum ichchati, Jigamsati. So Gnanti. Jigamsa. Easy one. Okay, kill. Patitum ichchati, Pipatishati. Pipatishuhu. Well done. Grasp. I mean, grasp in the sense of not grasp some object, grasp the knowledge type of thing. Okay, of course, I should have technically put read there. Okay, Rakshitum ichchati, Rirakshishati. Rirakshishuhu. So, more than doing the exercise, I think it is time for us to put this in columns like finally has happened here. This table we have to build everywhere, at least in Ekavachana. That will for everything we have seen earlier also we have to collect. That will be nice. Okay, so this was quite a challenge. So I think we will move into the Subhashitas Saturday. Okay, and keep blowing. I think this was quite a challenge. Sanadi Pratyaya was quite a challenge, not as easy as we got it earlier. That's okay. We keep learning. So thank you very much. Okay.
We call it Sananta or Sanadi?
Like I said, Sanadi is the set of pratyayas. Okay. Sanadi, when we say Sanadi, we mean the Sanadi pratyayaha. Okay. At Sananta, what we mean is the actual dhatu plus san, what happens, fine, that is Sananta. So for example, here, if we come here, all these are Sananta forms. This is a Tiganta version of Sananta, Jigakshati. This is some kind of Krudanta version of Sananta. This is also another type of Krudanta version of Sananta. Okay. Participle forms. 2 participle forms we have learnt, and we have learnt 1 Kriya form. Okay, just lat lakara. So again, we right now they are not hammering us. Now how to say this in lung, how to say this in rit, our heads will spin. Okay, so right now we are not going all those places. But everything is possible. You can take it to all the other lakaras also. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Right now at a very, very low level we are there, but that is also challenging. That's so enough to make this pakka before we move on. Okay. All right. So we will call it a day. So see you all next Saturday, and we'll continue. We will still have, I think, couple of sessions before the new year. So yes, Bhagini?
Yeah, coming to the middle of the 4th book, I suddenly realized we don't know. I don't know anything.
No, we also you can say. Harmlessly you can say we. Okay. Thank you, Bhagini. We'll hope to learn more and more. That's we cannot say we'll learn everything. No problem. See you all.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.